Day 1. Damon Rusk was just a bar bouncer in city of LA when it all fell apart. The news said quarantine zones and temporary panic, but when the power cut and the phones died, Damon knew better. He dragged his drunk roommate out of their apartment and boarded up the door. That night, he watched a man bite his own daughter on the street, and the daughter didn't scream. She just stared, eyes wide, and bit back. Damon didn't sleep. He just sat with a baseball bat in hand, staring at the window, listening to the screams. Day 2. He went out for food, just a quick run. He got his first walker in an alleyway behind a grocery store. The bat cracked the skull on the third swing. Blood sprayed his arms. He gagged, threw up, cried. But he took the supplies anyway. By night, his roommate had turned. Damon did what he had to do. Then he drank until he passed out. Day 3 to 4. He met others, 2 guys with guns, scared as hell. They joined up, made a run to the highway. The city was burning, every route blocked. One of the guys tried to steal from him during the night. Damon beat him unconscious and left him for the walkers. The other one, Curtis, stuck around. Day 5 to 9. They survived off raided vending machines, old gas station snacks, and fear. Curtis said the world was done. "No more rules," he muttered. Damon didn't argue. By day 9, they had 2 pistols, a car with half a tank, and no soul left between them. Day 10. They stumbled into a gang calling themselves the Reapers of Stone. Rough ex-cons, anarchists, survivalists. Damon watched them cut off a man's finger just for lying about a can of soup. He should have run, but something in him didn't want to. He stayed. Day 11 to 16. Initiation was brutal. Damon was forced to kill a tied-up looter with a crowbar. He hesitated for 2 seconds, then did it. Curtis didn't pass. They made Damon put him down too. By day 16, Damon had blood on his hands and didn't feel sick anymore. Day 17 to 24. They raided homes, took food, gear, people. Damon became muscle for the crew's leader, Brock Halder, a sadistic man with a silver tongue. Damon kept his head down, did what he was told, but sometimes, especially at night, found himself enjoying it. Day 25. They ambushed a group near a bridge. One of the victims was just a teen. Damon hesitated. Brock noticed. The next day, Brock gave him a machete and said, "Either you do it, or we do it to you." Damon did it. He didn't look at the face. Day 26 to 34. Guilt faded, like fog in the morning. Damon hardened, cold, calculated. He led patrols, scouted for supplies, even tortured a man for intel. Every time he heard crying, he turned the volume on his walkie higher. Every time someone begged, he tuned it out. Day 35 to 38. One of the group defected, tried to free some hostages. Damon caught him. No one ordered him to take down the traitor. He just did it. Quick, brutal. And when Brock gave him the lieutenant position, Damon didn't even smile. Day 39 to 42. They took over a train yard and built a base. For the first time, they were organized, dangerous. Damon was at the center. His name became known to survivors as a death sentence. If Damon Rusk finds you, run. Day 43. He stared into a cracked mirror. His face was leaner, his eyes dead. He wasn't just surviving. He was thriving. "I'm still here," he whispered. And somewhere deep inside, a tiny voice asked, "But who the hell is left in there?" Time skip L. Day 184. The train yard was gone. Eric had burned half of it down. Damon had barely escaped with a handful of men, scars across his side, his crew shattered. He wanted revenge. He knew Eric's name now, knew his face. and Damon wanted to take him down. But he didn't get it, because not long after, Eric found him first. Day 184. Damon limped through the outskirts of the city, what was left of him. The Reapers of Stone were gone, scattered or dead after Eric's assault months ago. He still had two men, Vinny and Calder. Not loyal, just afraid of dying alone. They stuck to the shadows. Damon was cautious now, quiet. But that hatred for Eric, it still burned like acid in his chest. Day 185 to 190. They moved into the city, scavenging in silence, avoiding conflict, but whispers. Damon didn't believe in ghosts, but every step in the dark felt watched. Every scream in the distance felt personal. Day 191. They saw the aftermath of an ambush. Bodies of raiders, strung up with wire and blade. Silent, twisted expressions. Vinny threw up. Calder started sleeping with a machete under his chest. Damon just stared. "He's sending a message," he whispered. "I get it." Day 192 to 198. They fortified an old steakhouse restaurant, thick walls, basement storage, rooftop exit. Damon made it their temporary base. Vinny begged to leave the city. Damon told him, "We run, we die, tired. We stay, we have a chance." Calder said nothing. He was already planning his own betrayal. Day 199. Ash appeared outside the steakhouse just watching, the white-eyed dog, silent. Vinny aimed his rifle. "Don't," Damon muttered. Ash didn't bark, didn't growl, then vanished into the fog. Day 200 to 210. Paranoia, footsteps in the dark, traps disabled, supplies vanishing. They knew he was coming. Damon barely slept. His nightmares were filled with blood, with Brock screaming, with Curtis bleeding out in the dirt. And always, Eric's eyes in the dark. Day 211. Calder vanished. No sounds, no struggle. Just gone. Vinny found Calder's knife jammed into a ceiling beam with a note. One left. Vinny broke. Damon gave him a bottle of whiskey and said nothing. Day 212. It started raining. Ash appeared again this time, at the front window, watching through shattered glass. Damon stood in the dark dining room, staring back. Then Ash turned and walked away. Day 213. Eric came. He didn't knock, didn't speak. Just a flash of steel through Vinny's throat in the kitchen, a suppressed shot through his temple. Damon heard it from the basement. He loaded his rifle and said, "So this is it." Day 214. Final day. The steakhouse was dead silent. Damon crept through the booths, rifle raised. He saw Vinny's corpse slumped against the freezer door. Then, a whisper of wind. A boot step. Eric emerged from the shadows, like death wearing blood. "Rusk," he said. Damon didn't flinch. "I killed for survival. What about you?" Eric said nothing. Then came the fight, quick, brutal. Rifle knocked away, knives flashing. Damon landed a slice across Eric's ribs. Eric smashed his shoulder into a table. Damon tried to crawl, but Eric grabbed him by the hair. One last look. No hate in Eric's eyes. Just cold resolve. Then, steel met flesh. Blood pooled across the checkered floor. Ash stepped inside, sniffed Damon's hand, then walked away. Eric didn't look back. He just muttered, "One more ghost gone," and vanished into the fog.